Hi guys, it's Miss Vaughn. By this point in the day, you've already done your bell work, your 2 paragraphs in your notebook, and you've done your reading for today, reading 20 minutes. I wasn't here to record your pages, so you should have a lot of progress in your book by the next time I see you. Once you're done with that, you're going to do everything else on your own, so you're responsible for making sure your work gets done. When you're done with your reading, you're going to log into Edmodo. You're going to go here, and there is a reading log just like we did the other day. You're going to click on Turn In, and you're going to type your reading log and click Turn In Assignment, and it'll come to me with a timestamp telling me when you took it, what time, and all that good stuff. So make sure you do it when you're supposed to be doing it and not try to make it up after school. Then there's a Parts of Speech quiz, and all you have to do for that is click on Parts of Speech quiz. It'll come up like this. It asks you to define the parts of speech we talked about last class, and there's some questions. When you're done, at the very bottom it says Submit. Just click Submit and go back to Edmodo. That also will come directly to me, and it will tell me what time you took it, and I'll grade it from there and see how we're doing. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to need to go up to the desk and get a piece of paper called America Needs Its Nerds. It's an article by Leon Friedman, and what you're going to do is we're going to go over the 4-step process again. So you're going to complete the 4-step process on this article. I brought up the 4-step process as a reminder and as a little review. We're going to be doing this process in lots of different readings that we do, so refresh your mind and remember what it is we're doing. The first step is to read the text, annotate the text. I'm going to give you the text on a piece of paper so you can write on it, underline things. Pay close attention to things you like, phrases, ideas, images, questions. Make sure you write out questions that you think of while you're reading this. Analytical comments. I agree with this, or no, I don't agree with that. That's not at all how I believe. Then connections you have, any kind of connections that you have, write those out to the side. Summaries can just be a short little thing. If you have problems remembering what happens from paragraph to paragraph or what each paragraph says, just out to the side of each paragraph, just write 1 or 2 words that'll remind you what that paragraph was about. Explain figurative language, style of writing, repetition, rhythm, or any of those things you notice, any kind of figurative language you notice. Unknown words to decode, you can circle those or star those if you need to look them up, or if you can figure them out by context clues, that's good too. Then the bottom says, please note the annotation should be done on the text whenever possible. Sometimes you'll have to do sticky notes, sometimes you'll just have to take notes in your journal or on some online journaling kind of thing. So keep that in mind. Last semester we talked about what some of the annotations would look like. Your paper should be written on. It should have lots of stuff written on, things underlined. A lot of you would just underline 1 or 2 sentences thinking that was your annotations, and it's not. Really interact with the text. Then step 2 is to read over your annotations. Do you notice a pattern? What is the most powerful thing you said, or powerful thing you had connection to, or something you really agreed with, or something you really disagreed with? So you're going to look over your annotations on your text, and step 3 is to make your they say I say chart. You're going to pull quotes from the text, so they need to have quotation marks around them and be followed by a page number. Now this article only has 1 page, and you'll find that number at the bottom of the paper, but other articles will have several pages. So make sure you get in the habit of putting that page number after the quotes, because when we write about these coming up, you'll have to put that page number when you quote the text. Your they say I say chart looks something like this. At the top of your page, you would write or type the title of what you're reading. Make sure you underline titles of books. This is an article, so it would be in quotation marks instead of underlined. Then you'd put your quote that you found in your article here, and then what you thought or your annotation on this side. excuse me, today you would probably do this in your notebook. Then you'd have several of those. I'd say 4 or 5 would be good for this article. Then step 4 is to review your chart, identify the most intense point, and create a new text of your own. So this is where the one-pager, we've heard that word or that phrase a few times last semester, and it's coming back around. So your one-pager is going to stem from your responses to this text. So look over your they say, I say chart, and what is it you can defend or argue or tell a story about, anything that will help you interact with the text in a bigger way than just a short annotation. Here are some examples of what you could do, but you're by no means limited to these things. So your assignment, which isn't on Edmodo yet, but will be right here, what you're going to do is you're going to do the 4-step process, and I'm going to ask you to write out your one-pager, and that'll be homework if you don't get to it in time in class. So make sure you use your time wisely and get everything done that you need to get done. Make sure that the substitute doesn't have any reason to write your name down as someone who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, because I will be back. So I hope you guys have a good day. I hope that this challenges you, but that you enjoy the reading and that you enjoy the learning. So I will see you on Friday, next class. Have a good day.